So my name is Kara, and I am a program coordinator at the ISSC, and so want to really help you look into how to best use your time while you are studying online. I know a lot of people take online classes, but usually people don't take all of their classes online. So this is going to give you some tips for success so that you can handle all online classes. And this is from my experience from working from home and also online classes that I've done in the past. Next slide, please. So I find that the best way to get started is to map out what I will do and when. And the way to start that is to look at the deadlines I have. So in my work life, I have all kinds of deadlines and multiple projects at different times. And that's a lot like taking classes online or in daily life. This can be applied to your classes in person as well. So I use a digital calendar, my Outlook. You can use Google Calendar. It's really helpful. So I look at it in month view. And what I do is I take my course syllabus, for example, like if this was a course syllabus, I'd look at the assignments list and when all the assignments are due. And then I would start working backwards. And that means, okay, this assignment is due on Friday, April 17. That gives me a week to get it done. How long do I think this assignment will take me? Maybe 4 hours, maybe 3 hours. If it's like a paper, it could take me 4 hours if I have to do research and then write out my ideas. So then I put on my calendar, say for tonight, I write a little block and it's like work on paper due for 17 or whatever the title of the paper is. And then I do it again on Tuesday, work on paper. You don't have to stick to that routine or that regime. It just gives you a little mental reminder. I move my reminders in my calendar all the time on my digital calendar, like, oh, I didn't get to that today. I'll move it till tomorrow at a different time, then I'll get to it. If you move it too many times, obviously that's procrastinating and you won't be able to get to all your things, but it's okay if you don't get to it. Just move it to a time when you know you can work on it. But at least it's on your calendar, it's in your mind, oh, I gotta get that done. So I do that for each assignment, each task, and I map it out. This is how I work. And so you can see there I did an example of writing it out. All right, next slide, please. So the more you schedule, the better you'll become at gauging how long things will take. You may not know how long it takes you to write a paper. It might be that you just do it, or maybe you cram and write the paper the night before. That usually has bad results because you don't get enough time to proof it or your ideas aren't totally solid. So planning out when you're going to do it, I know it's like pulling teeth. It's horrible, but it actually helps you a lot in the long run and you feel better. I make a checklist even in my work life of things I need to get done, and I check them off as I complete them. Not only does it remind me of what I need to do, and if I have new things, I add a new page, and then I make little funny scribbles. So I also can remember what I still need to do. And then I also give myself deadlines on the checklist. You don't have to do this. It just helps me because I'm a tactile learner. I learn by writing as well as by seeing. So don't give up if you mess up. If you miss a deadline and you forget to put something on your calendar, it's okay. Don't stop doing it. Just keep doing it and you'll get into the habit. They say it takes like 23 days to form a habitual pattern. And so keep doing this. Don't give up after a couple weeks. You can do it and you'll really like the results. Next slide, please. So I, from personal experience, know that self-discipline or making myself do scheduling, it not only helps you get things done, but it makes you happier. But it's actually proven that people who are self-disciplined and keep themselves to a schedule not like a rigid schedule, but like one that they do pretty regularly, are happier people. So if you want to learn more about that, there's a link there to that study. Next slide. That's it for me.
All right, let me turn on my microphone. All right, so next I'll be talking about how to create a study environment at home. So one thing, well, there are a list of things that I usually do for myself for my mind and body get into the right mode. So even though we're still, studying and working from home, I still try to sleep and get up around the same time. And this will keep my my physical body and my mind into the set schedule every day. And as Kara has mentioned before, try to have a steady work schedule so then, during this certain hour, this period of time, you're dedicated to studying and working. And after that, for example, whether it's 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the afternoon, just leave the space and schedule time to relax at the end of the day. And because we're all kind of confined into the same space, it's really important to remind your body that this is the time for study and this is the time for fun and more relaxing stuff. And get outside if you can to get some fresh air. That really helps. And these two photos are not my actual study. I wish my space is this lovely, but I found these photos on Google. I think it's really important to create a dedicated space or corner if you live on campus for study or for a work purpose, related purpose. I usually try to make that space or that corner as enjoyable for myself as possible, so you can decorate the space to make sure that you're having an enjoyable experience while you're studying. I've read it somewhere that this research shows that if you create a more enjoyable space for yourself or make a habit more enjoyable, you're more likely to stick to it. And like I mentioned before, schedule breaks to leave the space to relax. Because we're confined in this little space, is really important to have a very distinct separation between studying, working, and relaxing. And last but not least, I highly suggest you against studying on your bed, because bed is designed for relaxing and sleeping. You don't want to bring work-related stress or study-related stress to your sleeping environment. And then next, I think it's really important to connect with your friends and classmates virtually. A lot of you are already doing it through Zoom. I think it's really fun to schedule just 1 or 2 hours per day or per week to study together virtually with your friends via Zoom. And of course, you can discuss questions or problems with your classmates to work on a problem set together. And you should also call your family and friends on a weekly basis to chat. In a way, we usually go hang out with them, meet them in person, but now we can't. So I think this connection is really important to help you stay mentally and physically healthy. There are also a lot of ways that you can watch movies and shows together through Zoom or through, I think it's called Netflix Party or something, that you can watch and enjoy a show together. And here are just a few more tips that ISSC staff members have want to share with all of you. We can't have all of them with us today, but they kind of put their study from home and work from home tips here to share with you. So Daniel Hoyle from the ISSC said that he always tries to find ways to break his day up into smaller and more manageable goals. And Amna says that she changes her PJ daily, which usually gives her a different feel and a more refreshed way to end her day. And then she says that she constantly listens to uplifting music to help herself stay motivated. Where do I go next? And here are a few more tips. Kara, she already mentioned that she schedules a walk every day to get fresh air. And Laura, she tries to stay hydrated and try to work near a window because I think sunlight and trees really help you feel more relaxed. And Stephanie also shares that pick a space to set up your computer and it should not be your bed. And then Eva says that she tries to time herself on tests when she finds herself that when she's getting distracted. So here are just a few more tips. I am going to pass it on to Haiyuan to share the apps that he's been using that he finds helpful. Let me go back to, and then we'll open up for discussion and questions in the end. All right.
Okay. Can I share my screen because I want to demonstrate.
Okay, so he'll be sharing his on screen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm Haiyuan Wang. I came from WP Carey Business School. So my major is finance and business data analysis. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going when you study at home? Do you feel inefficient when you study in bed? Okay, so it's time to save you from your inefficient life. Today I'm gonna be sharing 6 different apps and tools that force you to get your work done. They are divided into 4 parts: time management, application blocker, meditation, writing helper. So when you think about time management, you maybe think it's a way to manage your daily life. You write down your goals to achieve them. You write things what you should do in different specific time. Ask yourself, what time do you take shower? What time do you eat breakfast? Or when do you have a meeting? So many meetings we should to do in our daily life. So we should write down them in our calendar. And from researchers, they indicate that many elites are good at time management. So I'm gonna share 2 useful tools for you to manage your life. Application blocker. The problem that most people, including myself, run into while browsing the internet is complete information overload. Internet has so many attractive information, making us pay more attention for them, but not missing we should to do. So I will recommend one app for you to prevent yourself from being attracted by useless internet information and help you focus on yourself, focus on your work. And meditation. When we finish our tasks, we also need to take a break and get energy. Medication is a good way for us to get energy. Just like a machine needs lubrication, we also need medication to help us lubricate ourselves after high-level working in order to get more efficient working next time. And the last is writing helper. As a Sandevo, we need so many essays to write. So how to avoid grammar mistakes and plagiarism is very important for us. So I'll recommend two useful apps to help us improve our essays. So like the Google Calendar maker said that Google Calendar can make the most of your day. It's right. Google Calendar can almost arrange anything you want to manage in your daily life. For example, you can plan your classes like my classes ACC 232, and it contains the classes time and the location. The location is BA365, and your deadline of your homework or exam. Oh, tonight I have a psychology exam. And if you want to train your good habits, like running, you can arrange your habits flexible. Google Calendar can arrange the space time for you to try your habits, so it's very flexible. For me, I want to run every day, so the Google Calendar can arrange running in my space time. And because Google Calendar is Google Apps, so it's connected with Google Family applications. Like when you received a meeting from Gmail, it will import this meeting from Gmail to your Google Calendar automatically. So it's very convenient. You do not need to import or write the meeting name again. As the same, your flight is too. When you book the ticket from the flight company, it will also import your flight to your Google Calendar automatically. So Google Calendar is a very useful time management application. All right, another time management application is Pomodoro. Seriously, it's not an application because there are so many Pomodoro in the App Store. So the scientist says that the most effective working habits for the majority of people is working 25 minutes and then taking break for 5 minutes. So Pomodoro is based on it. Pomodoro has 6 steps. The first step is setting out a task to do. And the second step is working for 20 minutes. And the third step is recording your progress. The fourth is taking a short break. And the fifth step is back to your work. So after finishing for Pomodoro, you should take a long break. It's usually 35 minutes long break. You can use this long break to play Switch, just for reward for your high-level working. And I know the Animal Crossing is very popular recently. So Pomodoro is a more effective working habits for you to use. Okay, forest. I like forest because forest is not a common application blocker. Its UI is not serious, but very cute. So, you know, look this. This is a tree. This is a forest. It's very cute, I think. So, how do forest help you focus on your tasks? Whenever you want to stay focused, you plant a tree, and the tree will grow while you focus on your work. But if you interrupt your task or leaving the application halfway, your tree will be die. So you plant the virtual tree. You must focus on everything you want to do. And it's worth to say, when you plant a virtual tree, the company will donate a real tree in the desert. So it's not just an application blocker app. It's also a very environmental app because you actually plant a tree. So focus and plant a tree and help the earth more environment and help you more inefficient. So it's very cool. TED is a medication classes app. TED has so many systematic medication classes for free. I enjoy every medication classes during TED because the TED has so many white noise. I enjoy the white noise. You know, when you hear the voice from the boss, just like you are real walking through the forest. It's very cool and it's very relaxing for yourself. Okay, Grammarly. I like Grammarly. Grammarly is not a grammar checking website. It also can help you improve your writing style and can help you arrange your sentence structure properly. And surprise, it also have the plagiarism detecting. So it's very useful for you avoid the plagiarism, and it also means avoid XE. So I'll demonstrate it. Oh, wait seconds. So you just, let me see. Like this is a journal. You copy this journal and open it in Grammarly. New, upload new, and paste it. So it's an essay. So the domain is academic and done. The Grammarly will indicate like this. This is a spelling mistake, and you can correct it. Okay, Grammarly mistake. And it also recommends the adjust like this. Great is often overused, so you can use the other word. And the count is not formal. You can correct it. And like this, in fact is not is unnecessary in an academic essay, so you can delete it. So when you do them, you can run the plagiarism. Wait seconds. Okay, so you will find that 7% plagiarism, and it will give you the website that you maybe do plagiarism. So I think when you submit your essay every time, you should run the plagiarism firstly, in order to avoid finding your plagiarism in the turn it in. But turn it in is very expensive, but Grammarly is free. I think it's a useful Grammarly checking app and plagiarism detecting app. So let's go back. Okay, so how to do a citation through Citation Machine? Okay, Citation Machine is a useful website to help you create a citation. Let me demonstrate it again. Wait seconds. Just click the create another citation, and it has three common citation: APA, MLA, Chicago. My English classes is talking them now, so I think it's very difficult for me. So for this, I think Citation Machine is very useful for me because I need it. So take an example. In the essay, I cited some sentence from a mixed company. So it's a book, and it also suggested a website journal. Let me input this book's name. It makes the company search book. And I know it's a communication in small groups and teams. So I select the second one. And the final step. And double check. Create a citation. Okay, so copy it and paste what you want to do. So the 6 applications is very useful for us. Okay. Thank you for coming today.
All right, thank you everyone. We are gonna, let me share my screen. We're gonna open it up for questions or comments. If you have any tips that you would like to share, feel free to put it in the comment section, chat box, sorry. Or you can just unmute yourself and share a little bit of what's it been like for you to study from home. Any tips, apps that you would like to share with everyone here. I'm always learning, and I'm always learning about new ways and tips and apps for me to increase my productivity.
Okay, so the Grammarly is free and the citation is free too, but you can, uh, but if you use other like the members version, you should to pay. Hello, other questions?
So David just sent a message to me privately. Let me share with everyone. He said that he has a lecture hour in which he read books not related to his program in the backyard, usually with a coffee. Ooh, that's nice. So like you schedule a time which you just go outside and read just for fun, right?
Yeah.
Nice. David also says that the paid version of Grammarly is really good too. Yeah, I haven't used the paid version. So far, I've only had the free version to help me check some like basic grammar mistakes. Anyone else?
I want to bump in here and oh, we got another comment. What we did this was we bought and they share the code with people. Well, ASU can't promote that, but some people do that sharing, which is a good way to save money. So along with the other programs we have this week, we do have a LinkedIn and networking program tomorrow and on Friday at 2 p.m. and that's on the ISSC programs page. And then on Friday as well, we have Coffee Conversation where we're talking about how to celebrate the Easter holiday in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to learn about that, you are welcome to tune in. We would love to have you at all of these events and to hear your opinion and learn from you as well.
All right, thank you everyone for attending today.
Thank you.
And thank you for presenting, Haiyuan.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to our presenters. It was great, as I was thanking myself. We'll see you all again.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.